Hey guys, Jared Traxel here. I'm chef and co-owner of Little Fast and Fresh, and had the opportunity and pleasure of helping work on the Okotoks Food Bank cookbook over the past year. Some great stuff in there, and I got to help with a different cooking method for the pizza dough recipe that was submitted to the book. So we're going to be doing this on a pizza steel. You can use pizza stone if you got it. The method is pretty much the same. So follow that recipe in the book. Get your dough ready, and let's get her started. Okay. So I've got my dough. It's been pulled on the counter here for about an hour. So we just want it to come up to room temp, so it's nice and relaxed and easy to play with. So we're gonna a little bit of flour on top of that dough, just lightly coated, and you can see it's nice and soft. And we're not using a rolling pin. We're gonna use our hands. Put the rolling pin away. Use your fingers and just dimple the dough. Make a little crust, okay? If you find it sticking a little bit, put a little bit more flour on the bottom. Just have fun with it. This is not rocket science. So the dough is nice and relaxed. This recipe is really great because it's gonna be really forgiving, and it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. You can just stretch it out like so. A little crusty on there. It's quite relaxed. You can use pizza flour for this if you want. The recipe does call for bread flour or all-purpose, but experiment and just have fun with it. So we've got our pizza pretty stretched out. We don't want it too thin on the bottom. We want to have a bit of integrity on there when we put our toppings on, and we're gonna go easy on the toppings. We don't want a ton of sauce, ton of meats and greasy food items that have a lot of water, because they're gonna make the bottom soggy, and then you're not gonna be able to hold the pizza and enjoy it. So you got one of these, it's gonna help a little bit. Pizza peel is great to have, then you don't have to worry about dropping the pizza on the ground or using a pan and it's sliding off. So we just took a little bit of flour and just rub it into the wood grain on that. Pretty straightforward. Okay, I'm gonna take our pizza, our prepared little dough here. It's about a 12-inch round, nothing perfect. We just slide it onto the old pizza peel. So while when the dough was out on the counter coming to room temp, I was preheating my oven to 500 degrees. 500. Seems crazy, but that's the way it's gotta be. I have the pizza steel, on the second shelf from the top. It'll give you a bit of wiggle room with just the high heat and the direct intensity of it, but we want that direct heat because that's gonna make the dough just expand. It's gonna go really quick. Cooking pizza at lower temperatures, it's gonna dry out the outside first before the pizza has a chance to really expand. It's the science. It's science. Let's keep it going. Okay, so it's on broiler right now. The oven is going 500 degrees, broiler. We're gonna get some sauce, some San Marzano tomatoes. It's got some garlic, some basil, oregano, nothing crazy. This is a cooked sauce. So put a little bit of that on the top there. Okay. I love pizza so much. We make pizza at least once a week at home, and it's a great way to utilize leftovers in the fridge. If you've got some leftover chicken, you got some barbecue sauce or tomato sauce or whatever, you can make a pizza out of pretty much anything. Okay, we got some sauce. Okay. On this one, we're gonna use some dairy-free cheese. That's just, our family's got dairy allergies, so we like to use this Sheese grated mozzarella. It melts really nicely. And I like to put that on the bottom after the sauce. Okay. There we go. Okay. Next up, we're just making a little pepperoni pizza. That's okay. So we got some pepperonis here. Some nice pizza pepperoni. It's nice and thin. And I'm gonna put that on the toppy. You can put caramelized onions. You can put raw onions on there if you want. You can put spinach down underneath the meat. The fat will help it from drying out and getting too burnt and nobody likes that. So we've got our pizza on the peel here, and we just want to give it a little shake, just to make sure that it's not stuck to the peel. We want to be able to unload this guy onto the baking stone or steel really easily in one quick little whoop, and not have it snag and fold in half and get all crazy in there. So we're gonna get that into the oven right now. It's still going at 500 degrees, broil, very hot, but just watch. Here we go. Okay, in there you go. Bam. Oven closed. Yeah, minute and a half on broil, still 500 degrees. Seems kind of crazy, but just bear with me here, okay? We're gonna check it out. So the pizza's been in there for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes now, and we're noticing that the crust is now starting to really just expand. And we're turning the pizza. It's gonna be hot spots depending on what kind of oven you have on the broiler top. So we're just gonna rotate the pizza around so we get some even cooking on that crust. After about 2 minutes, turn the broiler off, turn it back to bake, 500 degrees, and cook it until you notice that the bottom looks nice and crispy. So the pizza's been in now for 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, and the top looks really good, bottom is looking really good, and now it's just finishing it. Now, if you like a little bit of char on the crust, turn that broiler back on, and just open the oven door and just watch it until it gets dark as you like it. It won't take very long. Let's take a look. So pizza's ready. If you want to add fresh greens and herbs and stuff, put it on at the end. Fresh basil, just tear it and throw it on. The residual heat from the pizza is gonna just lightly cook those ingredients, and you'll have that nice fresh flavor at the end. You can put baby arugula on it. I've got some baby arugula that I like to put on. Okay. Fresh peppery ingredients, and you can just tear fresh basil. It's great, guys. It's such a beautiful thing. Look at that. You see the bottom? All right, thanks a lot for checking it out, y'all. You can find this recipe on 196 in the Okotoks Food Bank cookbook. Don't worry about it being perfect. Have fun with it. This is a great little thing to do for a nice little date night. Just you and people you care about. Cooking for people is great. It's fun and shows you care. I love it. What else is there to say?